And welcome back to the Cabbage Patch. I'm Dad.
I'm Tommy.
And I'm Gus.
And what did we play this time?
We played
Planets.
Planet. No, just Planet, not Planets. This is it's a very fast game. I'm not even sure how long that took. I don't think it was less than 30 minutes. Where you lay out a bunch of these little magnetic tiles that represent continents. And underneath the continents, there are animals that you win. And you get these piles of 5 continents for 5 that the first player picks the first tile, the second player first second tile, the third player takes the third tile, and then then there's some movement of the tiles. But the idea is to create a planet with continents that meet certain conditions that either attract animals
or match your
victory card. Right? And so there are deserts, there are glaciers, there's oceans, there's forests, there's mountains, and I think that's it. And each of the animals are scored based on what's on the card. So this bighorn sheep thing is, you can collect this if you've got the biggest mountain region that isn't touching a glacier. Or this sea turtle, the biggest ocean that is touching a desert. Or this bald eagle, the most number of non-touching regions on your globe of mountains. So if you've got a bunch of Rocky Mountains and they're all separated by other things, then whoever's got that most number of mountains gets this card. We were never able to collect this because we always were tying for the number of regions. And that's it. It's reveal the 5 tiles for each of the 10 to 12 stacks at the same, and then take your tile and build your planet. And Tommy's planet, and they're magnetized. So Tommy's planet has got all the tiles on it.
And then this is what these are what it looked like.
And these are what it looks like. Blank. So you're putting tiles on and matching up things, and the scoring's pretty straightforward. And the determination of the whether or not you can collect an animal is pretty straightforward. So this bit here, so this is a whole 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bits of ocean touching desert. That would be a big ocean touching desert, and that's and I think that's how I had it set up, and that's how I won that card. And that's it. That's the game. It's short. It's fast.
It's
fun. The bits are a little fiddly because apparently they warp a little bit, so you have to sort of straighten them out a bit so that they lie flat on the globes.
I mean, that's how we got it on Facebook Marketplace.
That's how we got it. It came like that, but that's apparently common to this game, is the bits get sort of warped. So you have to, before you put them on there, it's probably sensible to set a
brick on it.
Maybe set a brick on it to try to flatten them out a bit. And they're magnetic, and they're cool. And it's a planet building game, which I think is awfully cool too. So it's a little bit, it's not quite geology, it's more like geomorphology, but that's beside the point.
And you're basically a god in this game.
Yeah, you're building a planet, and you're having life settle on that planet, and then at the end of the game you score your round. What'd you like?
The planet building system, and the fact that the animals require different chunks and triangles to be touching or not touching each other.
That's a pretty cool mechanic. How about you, Gus?
I mean, there's not a lot to this game, so it's like hard to pick.
Hard to pick a thing. There is not a lot to this game. It goes really fast.
I like the art style.
Yeah, the animals are pretty.
And I like how these are magnetic.
That is cool too. The magnetic part of it is pretty cool.
Although it is a little fiddly at times.
It is a little fiddly at times. The ecology of the animals, I believe,
if the magnets were stronger, then that would probably help.
Yeah. So sea turtles like to be near beaches so that they can lay their turtle eggs, and the turtles can get back out. So the ecology kind of makes sense. I guess octopuses like being around rocky formations, which I think kind of makes sense. Desert foxes don't live anywhere near an ocean. Tropical fish live near oceans that might be bordering on
land,
on forests. So the ecology kind of makes sense, and I like it. So
I think we're ready to give it a score.
Are you ready to give it a score? We don't need to talk anymore. There's nothing else to say.
It's a 3.
You think it's a 3?
I'm gonna give it a 2.
It's fast,
It's solid.
it's fun, and I think I could win if I just read the cards better.
If you read the cards better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of messed up with my.
Kind of messed up.
We need to talk about these.
Yeah, okay,
We
so
can
yeah,
talk
there's,
about
you
this.
get extra points at the end of the game if you meet your secret conditions.
And
So there's
supposed to
one
be-
condition card for each terrain type. So this is desert.
this was supposed to be
This is
mountain,
mountains.
but I mistook it the entire game.
But
well,
Gus
midway
thought it
through.
meant desert.
Midway through, I was looking at here, and then I was like, oh, hey, that kind of looks desert, and that looks like mountain. And I had to
Yeah.
check, and then
Yep. You didn't get it. You didn't get as many points as you
if
could
you
have.
look closely in the video, you can see my disappointment.
Yeah.
when I
but,
realized
but that means that you start collecting deserts versus Gus should have been collecting mountains versus Tommy had trees. And there's slightly different point values and area control things here. My guess is that there are more forests in the game than there are deserts and mountains. So it should be quote unquote easier to get 15 forests. So that's pretty cool. And that adds it. And then at the end of the game when you score it, you get 1 point for each animal that matches the border of your scoring card, and 2 points for each animal that doesn't. And then you get a certain number of points for getting more than 13, 15, 17, 20, or 23 of a certain thing. This is for deserts. So the point value, the points, what it was like 19 was my score, and yours was like 15 or something, Tommy.
Yep.
Yeah. So the point it's a low scoring game. It's not something where we're playing 100, playing like to 100 points. That's it. So you're gonna give it. You gave it a 3. You gave it a 2.
Yeah, 2. It's solid.
I think I'm gonna give it a 2. I think it is a solid
But
solid
Tommy
game.
liked it the most, so he would like
But
to play it again.
I will totally play this again. There's not a lot to it, which I guess is the only complaint that I have. There isn't a lot to
The only
it.
complaint I have is that
You
the
didn't
magnets are poorly made.
Yeah, well, they're not necessarily poorly made. They're just fiddly. So we need to. The next time we play it, we'll go through and we'll sort of flatten them out a bit before we start playing with them. They stick better on the globes. And that's it. All right. So
All right.
that's 7, 2, 2, and 3. 7. That's 7 cabbages. It's a pretty good game. Awesome.
I forgot what season are we on.
9 or 10. We've done a lot of these.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alright.
You wanna-
Subscribe, like,
yeah.
hit the bell. Tommy,
Leave a comment if you wish,
eat plenty of cabbages, not us though.
because it will limit the ecosystem of
And-
this planet that we made for
And
few
we are
seconds.
planets, so I don't know how you fit it in your mouth.
All right. Good night.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.